Trump himself was greeted by supporters outside Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue.
And that is where we find CBS 2's Dave Carlin. Dave, what is the reaction there tonight?
Well, this place so busy with all of his comings and goings. Right now, he is inside. It began, of course, him going to court, then him coming back from court. Then around dinner time, he went out again and came back in. You'll see the video right now. Now, all the while, people have been here to greet him. After the sun went down, some staunch Trump supporters kept their flags waving, predicting another Trump presidency.
I wanted he be here because I think somebody has to stand up and say, this is invalid. You can't do this kind of law. This destroys American jurisprudence.
The message is it's going to backfire on the Democrats. It's going to backfire on Sleepy Joe. It's going to backfire on Albert Bragg, and Trump is going to win. And I will vote for him for the third time, even if he's in jail.
Earlier, Chopper 2 was over Fifth Avenue and Trump Tower when the crowd was much larger, with a mix of political persuasions. Friction was minimal.
That took a lot of courage for that jury to come back with that kind of a charge against him. I just think it's amazing.
I think he's going to make America great again.
Around 6:15 p.m., Donald Trump entered with a wave to the crowd. He did not stay long and was on the move again, only to return at 9:25. He was also the talk of nearby Times Square.
It shouldn't matter who you are or what you do. If you do the crime, you deserve what's coming to you.
It's insane. That's never happened before in history. So this is something that we're living, and I don't even know how this is going to turn out. I'm shocked.
There is a Trump news conference Friday morning set for 11 a.m. right here. Live in front of Trump Tower, Dave Carlin, CBS 2 News.
All right, Dave, no shortage of opinions tonight. And after the verdict, Donald Trump's daughter, Ivanka, took to social media. She posted a childhood photo of herself sitting on her dad's lap with the words, "I love you." She did not attend the trial.
New York Attorney General Letitia James is speaking out about the verdict. She issued a statement saying, quote, "No one is above the law." You may recall the AG's office did win a civil fraud lawsuit against Donald Trump and the Trump Organization earlier this year.
Rudy Giuliani had this reaction tonight.
A very sad day for America. A very, very sad day for anyone who values justice and has lived by it. And I hope this gets reversed very, very quickly.
The former mayor and Trump attorney has faced his own legal troubles. Last month, Giuliani was indicted on felony charges related to alleged efforts to overturn President Biden's 2020 win in Arizona. And last year, he also lost a defamation lawsuit regarding his false claims about 2 election workers in Georgia.
And outside the courthouse, voters on both sides of the political spectrum made their voices heard. A small but vocal group of anti-Trump protesters gathered in Lower Manhattan after that historic verdict came down. Just down the block, a small pro-Trump group awaited for the arrival of the former president's motorcade.
I believe, quite honestly, it's quite the clown show, but the American people aren't going to fall for it. This will just make Trump stronger.
And we're really thankful that the New York jury was fair and listened and asked questions and came back with 34 counts guilty.
The protests were largely peaceful, and there were no reports of any arrests.
On Long Island tonight, people are also reacting to the verdict.
CBS 2's Bordonaro went to Floral Park in Nassau County, and she has more on what they had to say.
We've been talking to a lot of people here, and some people say justice has been served. Others say this is just a political ploy to keep Donald Trump from becoming president. But regardless of political affiliation, people here seem to be genuinely surprised Trump was found guilty on all 34 counts. A few people we spoke with were shocked that he is still allowed to run for president. This is a county where more than 44% voted for Trump in the last election. Trump supporters don't think this verdict will hurt his chances at all come November. But some anti-Trumpers would like to see the former president out of the spotlight.
He's a crooked guy. He tells lies, and he doesn't really care about anybody else for himself.
I think that he should have to be removed as the candidate. I don't think he should be allowed to run. He's involved in so many cases, and it's such a distraction. And the only reason he's running is to stay out of jail.
My main problem is, what's the crime?
I'm going to vote for him even more if he runs, because I think it's terrible what they did when there's plenty of other presidents that have done terrible things.
Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman calling the verdict a big miscarriage of justice and saying there was no basis for this conviction. In Floral Park, Lori Bordonaro, CBS 2 News.